Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. This is your girl, Mommy So True. Okay, guys, if you're new to my channel, I'm your girl, Mommy So True. I'm so happy to see you here. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you're not missing my weekly videos. To my lovely subscribers, how are you doing today? You know I had to check in with you. And if you don't know already, you guys, there is merchandise on my channel now. I have memberships available for those of you who want those membership inspired videos. And of course, I have the information to contact me and book life coach sessions if needed in the description box below. Let's get right into today's video, you guys. This video is for those who know. If you know, you know. If you know a narcissist, you know what embarrassment is. If you've known a narcissist, you know, or you've known, you've experienced, you've felt, and you've seen what true embarrassment is. You know what humiliation smells like if you've dealt with narcissists. Let's talk about it, you guys. To know a narcissist is to know embarrassment. This starts with that narcissistic parent. If you've been birthed by a narcissistic parent, you know exactly what embarrassment feels like, looks like, smell like, and all the above. Because they've done nothing but embarrass you since the beginning of time. They've embarrassed you in front of friends, other family members, pastors, just any and everybody. Because it's all about image. It's all about control. To know a narcissistic parent is to know embarrassment, because around them, you cannot be yourself. You're not allowed. You're only allowed to exist as the person that they approve of. As a survivor of narcissistic parenting, you are a survivor of embarrassment. You were embarrassed in school, in front of the school, and outside of the school. You were embarrassed for having feelings. You were embarrassed for not having feelings. You were embarrassed for speaking up, and you were embarrassed for not speaking up. You were embarrassed for just simply existing. Nothing you ever did for that parent was good enough for you to not be embarrassed. Nothing you ever said was heard. If anything, you were completely misheard all the time, which led to embarrassing moments. It's embarrassing to not be heard because you end up living life for them. You end up playing sports because that's what they wanted. You end up achieving certain goals because that's what they saw for you. You end up going to school for certain things because that's what they wanted. You live a life of embarrassment because you are trying to live for that parent. To know a narcissistic parent is to know true humiliation. The humiliation behind, I cannot be myself. I cannot be free to be myself. I cannot speak my mind. If I do, this parent will play victim and use it against me. There's no freedom. And to live in bondage like that is embarrassing because you cannot comfortably speak up or stand up for yourself. As a narcissistic child, to live up under a roof of this person who uses that against you. You know, if you don't like their ways and their rules, they're quick to push you out, kick you out, abandon you, and throw you out of the house. To know a narcissistic parent is to know embarrassment, because these people think they know what you need for your life. They have your marriages planned out. They have your children's lives planned out. And if you go against it, you're embarrassed forever. If you go against who that narcissistic mom or dad chose for you to be with, you are not going to have a good life because you're against them. So now here goes the smear campaign. They're talking about you to every family member. They're playing victim and they're calling you the rebellious child. All because the embarrassment had led for you to become a scapegoat. The embarrassment continues for you because these parents or this parent refuses to see where they're wrong at. They will die the victim and they will keep poking at you. They will laugh at you for your pain. They will ridicule you for your mistakes. They will mock you for the things that you do wrong. They will watch you struggle, cry, and make fun of it. To know a narcissistic parent is to know true humiliation, is to know true embarrassment. The older you get, you watch them get worse. The older they get, you see that they'll never change. And they still continue to try to control you, even in your old age. To know a narcissistic parent is to know true embarrassment. To know that you have to learn how to check your own parent in public, at home. Because as a survivor, as you get older, you get bolder and braver, and you learn to stand against them. You get tired of the embarrassment. You get tired of the humiliation. And you find yourself, and you might find yourself now humiliating them, now embarrassing them, and not even on purpose. To know a narcissistic spouse, oh, you know humiliation to the core. They humiliated you from the beginning, because from the beginning, their intentions were not good. They were not pure. From the beginning, this person that you fell in love with was not real. To fall in love with a narcissist is to learn what true humiliation and what true embarrassment is. The same person that walked you down the aisle, the same person that said "I do" in front of a priest and a pastor, is the same person who might falsely accuse you of sleeping with that priest and that pastor, because they are a narcissist. Living with them through that marriage has been nothing but embarrassing. Embarrassing because you cannot really share the reality of your broken marriage. You cannot really share the reality of your unhappy, miserable relationship. You have to walk around and pretend to keep folks out of your business. The ultimate humiliation when you hear about your spouse sleeping with the streets. The ultimate humiliation when you found out your spouse had a child on you. To be in love with a narcissist, to fall in love with a narcissist, to marry a narcissist is the ultimate embarrassment. To know these people is knowing what true embarrassment is, what true humiliation looks like, what it really looks like and feel like to be dropped on your face, what it really looks like and feel like to make you look foolish, to make you look and feel stupid for wanting to ride with a fool. You were blind to it, but you end up looking stupid once you noticed they were a fool. To know a narcissist is to know embarrassment. To know a narcissist is to know shame. To know a narcissist is to know true humiliation, because everything about them is dehumanizing. The manipulation tactics, it's used to dehumanize you to the core. That's why some of the things they do still come off as a shock, even though you know you're dealing with a monster. Because the things they do can literally rip you apart, from your mental to your spiritual. To know a narcissist is to know what it feels like to be embarrassed, to know what it feels like to be stripped completely naked in front of strangers, to know what it feels like to know that your secrets have been leaked, because everything you shared with them, they never held it. There was no secrecy. There was no sacrecy. To know a narcissist is to know what it feels like to not have any trust, to not have any respect, to not be honored. To know a narcissist is to know what ugliness feels like inside. To know a narcissist is to know what isolation looks like and feels like, because they hurt you, they embarrass you, and they talk about you so much that you don't want to exist. To know a narcissist is knowing negative thoughts. To know a narcissist is knowing to not want to be alive. To know a narcissist is knowing what the definition of a true bully is. To know a narcissist is knowing that that parent bullied you your entire life. And that's why now you know other bullies. That's why now you know what narcissism really, really looks like. To know a narcissist is to know and understand that if you don't disconnect from these people, if you don't find a way to get some emotional strength, if you don't find a way to build up your spirituality, they will forever embarrass you. They will continue to humiliate you because nothing changes with them. That narcissistic parent will always find reasons to embarrass you as long as you are not living for them. That narcissistic spouse will always embarrass you as long as you are walking by them. Because as long as they are a narcissist, they represent embarrassment. The lying is embarrassing. The false sense of self is embarrassing. The fact that they're delusional and they never accept that they are wrong is embarrassing. The fact that you can never have a conversation with this adult is embarrassing. The fact that you cannot walk around outside and truly have a happy, joyful smile while you're next to this person is embarrassing. The fact that you're waking up every day knowing that you're laying up next to a monster, not knowing what you're going to expect, not knowing what is going to come today. To know that you're waking up with very to little strength to want to go through your day. To know that you're waking up and have to face those children that heard you arguing with that narcissist the night before. To know that you're going to bed once again with no love, no validation. You're going to wake up knowing that you're still attached to this empty soul. You're still a daughter or a son to this mean ass parent. To know that you probably got to wake up and lie to get through the day because you cannot be truthful to a narcissist. Is to know what embarrassment feels like. Is to know what shame. This is why there's so much power in walking away. There's so much power in disconnecting. There is so much power in cutting these people off. They are no good for you. Not emotionally, not spiritually. Everything they do is completely draining. And everything they do is completely intended to leave you looking stupid. To leave you looking like you don't know how to be a lover. You don't know how to be a married woman or a married man. You don't know how to be a daughter or a son. To make you look like you've done something wrong to them. The power behind disconnecting, walking away, and cutting them off is so strong. It's so real. Because you deserve so much better. To know a narcissist is to know embarrassment. To hold on to them is to hold on to embarrassment. Because that's all they have to offer. They are nothing but a big old bag of humiliation. And anyone that hangs on to them, anyone that entangles with them, anyone that defends them is embarrassed, is humiliated right along with their sorry asses. They're just a bunch of sorry asses. That's why I would never feel bad for leaving a narcissist behind, for leaving them where they're at. I don't care what it has cost me. It was worth it. Because my peace is my priority. So much embarrassment, so much humiliation. To even have to sit here and talk about an ex-spouse who's done this, that, and the third is embarrassing. Because I know my value. I know that this is not what I deserve at all. So to know that this has happened, to know that this demon has really stolen, has really tried to kill me, has really attempted to destroy so many areas of my life, I now know what true embarrassment looks like. To watch my own family try to dehumanize me because of my choices in life, because I've wanted to walk a certain way. That is knowing what true embarrassment is. Because when I look at my family's bloodline, I feel embarrassed to even say they're my family. I feel embarrassed to even talk about my own parents sometimes. I feel embarrassed to talk about my own upbringing sometimes. Because when I think about it, there's barely any good to talk about. There's so much bad. There's so many things to be embarrassed about. There's so many things that I have been embarrassed about. The pain and the things that it does to your body. To go through narcissistic abuse is to know what embarrassment feels like. Those hormonal imbalances, the autoimmune diseases, the anxiety, the chronic depression. All the things that you cannot explain to the average person. The feelings and the emotions that come behind what you're going through. Nobody knows what embarrassing feels like a survivor of narcissistic abuse. It's simply the truth. That's why, as a survivor, as a warrior, somebody who is now walking out of this, thriving out of this, I could care less what my actions is causing an abuser to feel like. I can care less what I'm saying to make a narcissist feel like. I can care less how much my exposure is embarrassing and humiliating them. I do not care. They've earned this. They've earned their exposure, and I'm happy to expose. It is what it is. Beautiful people, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you taking your time to listen to me talk about how knowing a narcissist is knowing embarrassment. If this video resonates, if you understand, if you've been there, and if you have something to say, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for being here. Keep surviving, keep thriving, and keep knowing that they have no hold over you. You now know what this is. You've now seen them for what they are. You don't owe them nothing but your back. You don't owe them nothing but a pair of scissors to cut that life supply. You don't owe them nothing but an I am done. You don't owe them nothing but and I do not mess with you, or you are dead to me. That's all you owe them. Because to know them is to know embarrassment. They've done enough of that. Take your life back. Take your power back. There is nothing good about a narcissist. Nothing. Until next time, beautiful people. Thank you for listening to these real facts. I'll see y'all later. Bye.